really the secret to accessing our power, our power within us, I guess who we are, how we're designed, our divine being, and call it our godliness, our supreme being, whatever you call it. Like how to understand that and how to use that in every aspect of your life. It's like your parents or grandparents gave you some money, your holiday money. Now it's time for you to enjoy it. Like the source gave us this power. It's time for us to enjoy it. There's no use having this power and don't know about it or don't know how to use it, and thinking it's all wishy-washy stuff. So let me start going to it. You see, basically, we are one with the source, the creator. We're basically connected. Like we're not separate, And enlightenment just simply means you remember that fully. You're not better than anybody else. You just remember that. And when you're not enlightened yet, you don't remember that fully. That's all it is. That's the only difference. Remember or not, you're the same. We're the same. We're the same. So we're basically connected with the source, which means whatever power the source, the creator, whatever words you call it, God, call it whatever, that power, we're not separate. See? It's the same. Like the water that flows from the river into the ocean, that water in the river is not different to the water in the ocean. I don't mean a philosophy sense. It's literally the same. So what that means is in our being, we have this creative power. Like, I'm sure many of you have heard of this before, but I really want to show you how to utilize it in a very easy way, not abstract and distance way. So I want to share with you how it all works. See, the source has this power. So what that means is whatever the creator wants to see, it just goes bang, happens. Like that. Happens, Like, and the speed of that manifesting depends on your faith, your conviction. Like, if you have 100% conviction, you can just make it happen instantly. So it comes to that remembrance, that faith, like that. So that's how that's how God created the whole universe. Basically, the Big Bang happened in an instant. Bang. God was excited. Oh my God, this magnificent idea, that the Big Bang is basically this idea God had that, oh my God, I know I'm magnificent. I can't experience greater than this, what I'm feeling, my magnificence, my joy, my love, my all-knowing, my all-power. Like, I can't improve on this. And then suddenly God had the idea that I can actually improve on this. And then God got so excited that it happened in an instant. Because the idea was this, that if I split myself into billions of parts, trillions of parts, each one experience itself separately, as if it's separately. So in other words, I get to experience my magnificence trillions different ways. Like that idea at the peak level as one. That idea was so amazing. God got so excited and just saw it happening, and boom, the whole universe was created. Like that. So what that means, because we're connected to the source, that power is in us. That power is actually in us. Matter of fact, when I'm healing someone, I'm actually tapping into that power. I'm tapping into that power. Like, for example, when I'm healing not just one person, but I'm healing a whole hall, say 400 or 500 people in a hall, and I'm just, for example, healing their back, their lower back pain. I mean, there's 400 or 500 people in a hall. So how do I do that? How do I do that? So, but I know, whatever I see will become reality. Whatever I see will become reality. Like that, that knowing in me, starts to become a reality. So what I do when I heal the large crowd at the same time, for example, I heal their back, because I heal the shoulders and heal the depression, anxiety, all sorts of things. But let's take, for example, the back. What I do is I see, I just see that everyone in the hall becomes like one. That's the first thing I see. So when I see that becomes reality. That's become a reality to me. And then I move to the lower back of that group as one. So it's like everybody has suddenly one back, one back, and everybody has one lower back. And then I go to the lower back, for example, and then I start to see the spine, the vertebrae kind of have a stretch out, not compressed but stretch out, and I pull the bulging disc in. I just see it happening. See it happening, and then I see it move a perfect spot, position, lock in, and then it close up, and then I see it. The bone starts to kind of heal up as well. Heal up, and I see it. All the energy around it is cleared and flowing beautifully. Like that. And at the end of the healing session, I ask everybody, all different, put your hand up. If you could feel, of course I heal many different things during the session, but for example, I asked many questions, but I asked those who have their lower back, for example, improved, put their hand up. And you see people putting their hand up. And then I ask them, put your hand up if it's improved more than 50%. And the hands goes up. Put your hand up, improved by 75%. And and then a lot of the hands still staying up. So some come down and others stay up. And then I keep your hand up if it's completely healed, like no pain in your lower back. And then a lot of hands still remain. See, like I'm no different to you. I'm no different to you, you know. Like, exactly, I'm actually no different to you. So, how can I do that? You should be able to do that too. I'm telling you how. I'm telling you how. This is not about teaching you how to heal people's lower back. This is about how to create. See, I'm actually creating that reality. I'm creating what's called a healing, a perfect back healing, perfect reality. They're seeing it as a reality. Because their back, whatever it is, pain, bulging this, is caused by past fear and conditioning, and conditioning, culminating to the manifestation, that fear to break that area. You see? That's the past. I'm actually putting a new reality to it and seeing it right now, what's happening right now, what I want to see right now, and then that becomes reality. The past is gone. And suddenly the person, oh, my back feels better. Oh, the pain is gone. But it seems magical, but it's not. It's not. When you understand this, how this all works. So let's move on. So now, see, that means whatever you want to see in your life, my God, you literally just design it. You design it. If you want happiness in your life, what you got to do is just see it. Just see it happening. You know, just see. Don't look at the unhappiness in your life. Don't look at the things that makes you unhappy. Don't look at what you don't want to see. Only see what you want to see. See? So for you to be able to do that, you basically have to not use these eyes to see. Because these eyes, it sees the past. You know what I mean? It sees the past. Like whatever you're seeing in you, in your outside world, you're actually seeing the past. If you're seeing unhappiness, you're actually seeing the past culminating and manifesting in this reality, what you call unhappiness. So you got to actually ignore that. You got to let go. In the same way, if someone has lower back pain and bulging disc and all sorts of things in the crowd when I'm healing, I'm not believing that past. I know it existed in the past, but now I don't see that anymore. I'm creating a new reality. Because I know what I see will become reality. In other words, what I see will be. You know? So that sometimes it's just a bit of a delay, you know, like that. Because sometimes there's two factors. One factor is our faith level, and the other factor is we have to feel compassionate to God's factory workers to actually deliver that. You have to kind of package it, go to the post office, you know, and send it away. It has to get delivered, and when you open that, boom, it happens. Like, you know, like the universe has to kind of put it together, you know. Like sometimes there's a bit of a delay, but be patient, you know, be patient. Just know that that's happening. When you order something, I always share, if you order something on eBay, know that it's on the way, you know. I know we're excited to get our thing, but just it's on the way, like that, you know. So you've got to let go of your past. Don't let these eyes see, you know. And whatever you're feeling sometimes, you're picking up this feeling of sadness, misery, and burden, and unhappiness, you know. Don't believe it. I'm not saying, use common sense. If you got the cut, I'm saying don't believe, put a Band-Aid on it. I use common sense. I'm not telling you like, it's not there. Because the past has manifested that. You know? What you do now is just seeing it heal up and help it. The Band-Aid, you know, like that. So ignore the past, and just seeing the reality now. Now, that is the ultimate manifestation principle. That is the ultimate manifestation principle, you know. Manifestation will not work, you know, or when you order it, it takes 3 lifetimes to come. So therefore, you don't see it happen in your reality like that. So, you know, you got to know how it works. You got to just not see the past. The reason why I'm emphasizing that so much is because if we don't get that, it won't work. It just won't work. Because we'll be trying to see reality, but we're like, oh, I don't believe it. Oh, I'm just seeing misery. So you're seeing your past. It's stronger, you know. The past is stronger. You're seeing in these eyes, like, you cannot tell me I'm not sad, or you cannot tell me I'm poor, financially poor. I'm saying, look, my car breaks down, I got no home, I got, you know, nothing. I'm telling you, that's your past. Don't see it like that. Don't see it like that. You know? Like, I love a part in Conversation with God when Neil said to God, it's basically one of my favourite books, the series of books, when Neil said to God, look what spirituality has brought me. Decades of, you know, spiritual practice and on the spiritual journey and all that type of stuff. Look what it has brought me. Like physical sickness, you know, like financial, but I'm basically one step away from the poorhouse. He said to God, you know, and God said to him, interesting that you see yourself as, I see your frustration. Interesting that you see yourself as one step away from the poorhouse, because I see yourself as, when I look at you, I see you one step away from the rich house. That's what God said to you. You know, and then he couldn't see at the time how it was going to happen, but God could see it, because when God can see it, boom, it happened. You know, who's basically living in the street, you know, like because he lost his job and all that type of stuff, and before you knew it, he signed a book contract, and $1 million book contract, and suddenly he's not poor, he's not living in the street anymore. I'm not saying there's something wrong with living in the street in that. I'm just telling, like, when you see, what you see becomes a reality. Like that. Let me go to a more robust topic. Let's say those people who wish and dream to have the perfect ideal partner because they're alone, they want to share the journey together with another person that they have companion with, and so they don't feel alone. They feel connected. Someone that's nice and decent and listen to them and loves them and not cause them trouble, you know, like that. Even though relationship is not really designed for that. The relationship is designed for us to kind of bring us together and rub and kind of clash and conflict, and that makes us dig deep and go in our being and find our center. That's how find our divine being inside us. That's how we become happy, not depend on another person to give us happiness, you know. So that's the relationship was designed that way. But having said that, you got to make the most of it. You got to make the most of it. So let's say that you got that in mind, you know. Then what you do is you don't kind of like start to kind of hope someone's to come into your life, you know, and wait and hope. it's gonna come. Oh, it'll never happen. All that type of stuff. You just see it happening. You see it happening. You just see that the one that doesn't have that, they won't come to you. You just see the one that has pure love for you. Pure love for you. The one that is not trying to control you. In other words, they just love you for you to be free and lie, you know. And you know, it doesn't hurt to kind of see the person as very wise, you know. Very wise doesn't hurt. Instead of like messed up until you do messed up things and you start drowning, you both start drowning. It doesn't hurt to see the person as very wise, you know. Wise knows. Wise means what they think, do, and say leads to harmony. Leads to harmony and happiness for everybody, for them and people around them. That's what you call wisdom. Wise, and you might as well put in there that they're a good cook. You might as well put in there, you know. You know, just see them as like, you know, stirring the pot, and not just a good cook, but someone that enjoys cooking, not like a burden, you know. They might be a champion chef, but it's a burden to them, you know. You want someone that cooks, puts love in the food, and you eat it. Oh my God, you can feel the love that, you know. And see yourself. If you're struggling financially, just see yourself. Just see yourself having abundance, you know, having abundance. You know? It doesn't mean you have more abundance, other people have less abundance. You know, not like that. Just see abundance is normal. Is normal. You know, just see. You don't have money issues. You know, just see that you don't have money issues. You just see that whenever you need money, it just comes. It just comes. And also, it helps you. You want to usually when that manifests, the money manifests. Usually, it comes as well when you kind of like know the value of money. Like usually, it comes. It's like you have friendship with it. You're like, hey, how you doing? You know, where you been? I haven't seen you for a while. Take a seat. Let me make you some tea. You know, let's have a chat. And you know, like your friend. You know, like that. Just see it. Even though on the outside nothing is looking like that. Just seeing it like that. So that's no different to the way, for example, I'm sharing before, I'm healing someone's lower back. It's identical. It's the same principle. You know, same principle like that. You know, you can see how you can use this for everything, including your health. Your health. Probably, you know, your happiness, of course, your happiness. You know, happiness and health. Happiness and health. Your health. So for your health, you know, just if you have any pains and things and all that, problems in your health, just see that perfect. Just see that perfect. Oh my God. I can see it healing up. I can see it right. Oh, I can see it. I can see the ligaments and the tendon and, you know, the nerve. Just, it's healing up. Like healing up like this. Like healing up. Healing up. See it happen. See? Yeah. Perfect, you know. Okay, now, I want to share one more thing to help you. How to be the creator that you are. How to be the creator that you are. So, sometimes our mind, of course we try to see what we see will be. So we don't care, we ignore the past, we ignore what's in front of our eyes, we just want to see what happens and it becomes reality. We create a new situation. But the problem is our doubt kicks in. We have a lot of doubt kicks in, like, I've never done that before. Oh, I'm not sure. It may not work. It might work for him. Doesn't mean for me. All this doubt kicks in. So another way to kind of help you squash down that doubt is you basically, as you're seeing that happen, you basically, the same time you pray to God, same time you pray to God, you kind of pray to God, and it's not like you're praying, waiting for it to happen. You pray to God and you just assume that God's delivering it, because God is really nice, in my opinion. In my opinion, God's really nice, and nice people help you out. So that's the God that I know, and the God that has helped me with everything I do. God is helping me to help you. That is the God that I know. And I know God is nice. So when I'm honest and sincere to ask God for help, God, and then what you do is you just know God already approved it. So as you're seeing your health get better, your knee pain or whatever condition you have, mental illness, physical illness, doesn't matter what you have, just see it like perfect. Just see it like, if it's a mental illness, just see, you have peace, strength, and equanimity, equanimous mind, not nervous and that, and you see that, but you're praying to God at the same time, and you're actually seeing God take over and manifesting it for you. But what you're doing is you're kind of like working together with God. You're not going, okay, God, you do it. Like that. Not like that. What you're doing is you're seeing God help you do it, manifest it, but you're actually you're almost like with God together and saying, like, seeing it happen. You kind of sit there kind of watching it happen, like, seeing it happen, watching it happen, but you're seeing God do it. God make it happen, and you're kind of sitting there watching. You're not like, okay, God do it, I'm off to play tennis. That it's not that mindset. You're kind of with God there. You're kind of just seeing it happen, and God's doing everything. And if it doesn't happen immediately, you just next thing you know, because don't let your mind doubt. Next thing you just know, the next truth is that it's on delivery. Because God, you're not the only one. There's many people praying to God. So you're in the queue. But it's gonna happen. 100% it's gonna happen. Don't doubt that. So, and if you do doubt that, here's another level. I'm showing you all the secrets. Here's another level. If you doubt, oh, God might have forgotten, might have put me on the bottom of the list, forgotten. So tomorrow you do it again. You do the same thing. You pray again. You see it happen, and you see God doing it for you. That way you're kind of reminding God that don't forget. But the truth is, God hasn't forgotten. It's you are doubting. And it's your doubt that makes it not happen. But it's just a technique to make you overcome your doubt, that's all. It's actually not that God has forgotten. Like that. Anyway. Oh, I'm so happy I shared that with you. It's been waiting for a month, like that, It really, when you honestly humbly do that. Do that. I'm not saying it's easy. It takes effort, because it takes effort to wrestle against that mind of doubting and seeing misery. All it sees is misery, just the past. All it sees is the past. It takes effort to just ignore that and see what I'm seeing, what I'm sharing with you, like that, And you get better at that. You honestly get better at that. And before you know it, you have faith. And before you know it, you can heal anything. You heal anything. Because that faith, and you can manifest anything, And the funny thing is, when you're able to do that, you don't care about manifesting things that's irrelevant for you, because you can manifest whatever you like in your life. So you don't waste your time manifesting like things that are irrelevant for you. Like what is really value. You go for the best. You don't poke around with immaterial things like that. You go for the best. The most joyful, glorious, beauty in your life. Like that. Naturally, I'm not saying that will just happen naturally. I'm not saying when you do it, all the type of stuff, it's just natural that happens in you. When you have more faith, you're able to go to that level. And last words I want to share for this talk is, why shouldn't we do that? Why shouldn't we? I mean, like this is like our connection, This is the connection with the source, our divine connection, We got this connection, this is natural in us. It's already given, Why shouldn't we use it? This method is so much more powerful than just mental manifestation. Mental like that. Much, 1,000 times faster and 1,000 times more powerful. Because God creates things not mentally work it out, analyze, work it out. No. Just bang, the Big Bang happens in an instant.